Hello everyone! For today's video, we will unbox and take a look at this astrology deck, which is astrology reading cards, your personal guide from the stars, created by Alison Chester Lambert, author of The Future in the Stars, illustrations by Richard Crooks. So let's remove the cellophane first. This is how the box looks like. It is almost blue-violet in person. Astrology reading cards. This is published by Findhorn Press, www.findhornpress.com. Retails for $19.95 in the US, $23.95 in Canada. Understanding the present and navigating the future. How will I find my partner? Will I receive money in the future? What sort of career would suit me? The starry cosmos can answer your questions and tell your future. These cards, which manifest the archetypal energies of astrology, are very easy to use. There are a few keywords on each card, while the accompanying book offers a lengthier explanation and a full color image of each card. Okay, and then something about the author. UK-based astrologer Alison Chester Lambert appears on BBC Radio and American TV. She is the founder of the Midland School of Astrology and runs a busy practice of clients while also writing horoscopes for several glossy magazines. Richard Crooks was the illustrator for the highly acclaimed Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards and has many years of experience illustrating for major publishing houses. Okay, I think, okay, so this is a magnetic box. Very nice. And look at the detail. It comes with a guidebook. Astrology Reading Cards, Your Personal Guidance from the Stars by Alison Chester Lambert, astrologer, and Richard Crooks, illustrator. Findhorn Press. Copyright 2012. So this guidebook contains how to read the cards, how do the astrology reading cards work, and divided into topics like the planet cards, the zodiac sign cards, the house cards, the planet cards, Chiron, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Moon, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, Sun, Uranus, Venus, Vesta, and the 12 zodiacs, of course, the house cards, Some notes on the origins of the cards, artwork acknowledgements, how to read the cards, ways in which you can read astrology reading cards, an explanation of what the different sets represent. How do these cards affect your sun sign? For instance, if you are a Libran and draw the Gemini card. So these got me curious. No, it isn't wrong. Even though you were born when the sun was in Libra, which means that Libra will remain your star sign until you die. You come under different influences at different times of the day, month, or year. Those influences will be one of the 12 zodiac signs. So, if you are a Libran and you pull the Gemini card, it just means that at that particular time, you are receiving a Gemini influence. That's helpful. Understanding that will help you make the most of the Gemini talents available at that time. How do the astrology reading cards work? How come the future isn't always what we decide it's going to be? Why do we need cards to help us? How can this deck how can this deck be useful, and how to contact the author and the artist, and then goes to the planet cards. The planet cards represent the part of your personality engaged in the question or issue, the part of you that is activated or affected. Wow, so it has a full page dedicated for a full page colored uh, representation of the card, which is very nice, and it is a glossy, smooth or glossy page book. So the first card here is, I don't know if how this reads, if it's Chiron or Chiron. I'm so sorry because I don't have any knowledge about astrology. And then Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Moon. Okay. So it goes on with the planets, and then followed by the zodiac sign cards. The zodiac sign cards represent the universal energy that colors the question or issue, the main influence around you, or the general feeling around the matter. Starts with Aquarius, of course, a full page colored representation of the card, and then a full page description about the card, or explanation or meaning. And then it goes on through the house cards. The house cards represent the area of your life affected by the question or issue, the sphere of your life the matter is playing out in. The first house. So it's about the 12 houses with full page illustration and meanings. And then I love the smell of new deck and new books. And some notes on the origins of the cards. And that's it. Now we will proceed with the flip through. So I love this kind of boxes, those magnetic boxes, especially with ribbons. Wow, these are huge cards. The cards are tied together with a plastic strip. So, how many cards are there? Mm-hmm. Well, the box did not say how many cards are in here. So this is how the back of each card. Okay, so it's divided into three sets, color coded. The first the first group color coded in green, which are the house cards, and then the zodiac sign cards are in purple or violet, and then the planet cards are in blue. Okay, so let's proceed with the flip through. The first set of cards, which are the planet cards, are color coded in blue. Starting with Chiron or Chiron. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. So there is a symbol here. I don't know what that symbol means. There's the title of the card, a symbol, the image, and some keywords or phrases. Your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. Okay, so let's compare it with a regular size oracle deck from Hay House. For size comparison, so it's a lot taller and wider compared to uh standard Hay House oracle card. And this is how it looks like on my palm. It's huge. Okay, first card is Chiron or Chiron. And then the second card is Jupiter. This is the planet name and this is the planetary symbol. Okay, next card is Jupiter. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Mars. The name of the planet, the symbol, and the keywords or phrase. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Mercury. How do you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel? The moon. Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Saturn. The part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Sun. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is invoked. Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Venus, Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. And the last planet card is Vesta, the goddess within the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. So those are the planet cards, and then we proceed with the zodiac sign cards. Zodiac sign cards, of course, starts with Aries. Aries, the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. Aquarius, this energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Cancer, this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Capricorn, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Gemini, the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Wow, look at Leo card. So cute. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Libra. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. And the last card is Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. And the last set is the house cards, color coded in green. The first house. The first house, what people see and the impression you give. The second house represents your assets, finances, and the things that you value. The third house represents your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. The fourth house represents your home and the roots of your being. The fifth house represents where you have fun, romance, create things you are proud of. The sixth house represents the work, health, and duty area of your life. The seventh house represents the area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. The seventh house, this area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. And the eighth house represents this transformation area of your life is about resources and intense emotions. Ninth house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or a long journey. The 10th house is about your achievements and status in the outside world. The 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. And the 12th house, this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Okay. Okay, guys, let's do a sample reading. Let's do a sample reading. Okay, according to the book, the planet cards, they represent the part of your personality engaged in the question or issue, the part of you that is activated or affected. The zodiac signs represent the universal energy that colors the question or issue. The influence around you or the general feeling, and the house cards represent the area of your life affected by the question or issue. Okay, so let's do a sample reading. Planet cards, zodiac cards, and the house cards. Okay, so let's do a shuffle test first before we proceed with the sample reading. So it is surprisingly easy to shuffle despite the size. And I love it because they are not that thick. It's not that I hate thick cardstock, but for me, it's easier to shuffle this kind of cards, which are not too thick, but not too flimsy either. So it is still manageable to shuffle, even with small hands like mine. So we will follow the layout. So we will pull out one card each, a blue card, a green card. No, a blue card, a purple card, and a green card. Okay, let's do that for the sample reading. Okay, let's pull a blue card, and then a purple card, and a green card. Okay, and let's open each. So we have here Venus, Cancer, and the first house. So this first card is a planet card, which represents the part of your personality engaged in the question or issue, or the part of you that is activated or affected. So we got here Venus, which means the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So this could be the issue or the part of you that is activated. And then the next card is Cancer, which represent the universal energy that colors the question or issue. Or it could be the influence around you or the general feeling around the matter. So, okay, Cancer. It says here, this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern a family, a mother, or a child. Okay, so it could be that there is an issue, or the main concern here is about indulgence, but it affects your family, or it affects you being a mother or being a child. And then the last card is the house card, and what we got is the first house. So the house cards represent the area of your life affected by the question or issue, the sphere of your life the matter is playing out in. So we pulled the first house, what people see, and the impression you give. Okay, so it could be that this is how people see you about the issue, which is about the indulgence, and that greatly affects your loved one or loved ones, or it could affect you as a mother or as a child. Okay, so that's my sample reading. I hope you liked this video. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So this is my take, my flip through and first impressions and unboxing of the astrology reading cards. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next video. Bye!